certainly have enjoyed spending part of our morning and afternoon with you. We know you have many choices when you fly, and we thank you for choosing us here at Southwest Airlines. Welcome to Minneapolis.
So Saturday morning, the 14th February, Valentine's Day, we were up at 5:30 and we drove to BWI, it's about an hour and a half there. Then we waited in the airport until our flight left at 9:30, and it was about an hour and a half, about hour and 45 to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and then we had a layover there for about an hour, and then we flew the rest of the way to Minneapolis. We arrived in Minneapolis at, I think, 2:30 their time, and then we went right to the conference right out of the gate. So it was not a whole lot of resting, but it was a good trip. NACA stands for the National Association for Campus Activities, and on the weekend of February 14th to the 17th, they had their Nationals Conference in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The reason for this conference is to show schools what they can bring to their school in terms of entertainment. There are musical acts, there was a sign language interpreter, there's some gymnastics, there was just a lot of different types of entertainment things that they bring and they showcase for us so that we can potentially book them for subsequent semesters. But it's not all fun and games. Sometimes we have to go to educational lectures, which were usually in the morning, and they were about an hour and a half presentation from other schools that attended the conference about different types of programming. So you'd have some that were about leadership, and then you'd have some that were strictly about budgets and how to execute a budget. Another really cool thing about NACA is the marketplace. Think flea markets and carnivals and craft fairs all put into this giant room, and everybody is there to get your attention. It's a chance for schools to meet the booking agencies that they use throughout the year and meet artists that they could potentially book that they saw on stage earlier, or a chance for promotional items such as cups, mugs, mittens, gloves, hats, chapstick, free smoothies. All of that stuff was given to us so that we could see what they do, not only that, and then we could also take those things back to our school and get ideas for future promo and show our organizations what we can do. And so it's a chance for those companies to show us what they can offer us, but it's all free. So that was really neat, and it was really cool that we were able to do that and experience that. And it's something I had never seen before, and it was something that I was so happy to be there, and it was just out of this world. It was crazy. There was thousands of people in this giant conference room. A typical day with NACA would be up at 8 o'clock in the morning and downstairs at 9 for the first ed session. Then there'd be a second one right after that. And then you'd have lunch, and then there'd be something called a main showcase, which was the biggest stage at the conference, and that's where all the big acts performed, the biggest bands and those types of things. And then we would do dinner, and then we would come back and have another showcase with more of those things. And we had a lot of comedians and other types of entertainment like that. So there wasn't a break either at the end. So even though it was a great, fun experience, we got back to Baltimore, and then we came right home, and it was like midnight, and we had to go right to bed and wake up and come right back to class. So I'm certainly not complaining because I was really fortunate that I was able to go, but I'm still pretty tired, and it's going to take a little while to catch up. It's a really important experience for us as a school and an executive board of CAB to go see these types of things, because we know how our school operates, but it's really cool to see how other schools do different things. For example, we have 8 members on our board, and we have specific chairs and duties that those 8 members do, but it's really cool to network and meet other schools and see that they don't necessarily do it that way. So that was a good opportunity for us to learn and grow and see how other schools do certain things. And on the flip side of that, it was also a chance for us to realize what we're doing is a good thing and that we've got a pretty good system going, and that's a really nice, humbling feeling to know that what you're doing as a job is validated and that you're doing something good for your student body.